I'm waiting for you to say we're ready.
Ready.
All right, what do you see on the screen?
Home.
All right, here we go.
Hold on a second. I gotta mute to all audio that I hear.
So apparently, dude's got like amnesia, but he's got a flashlight.
I think I saw this one time.
Where was I? There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? I didn't recognize his face. He was still kind of warm. Okay. There's a cat. I guess it's stairs down. So I'm upstairs. The desk had a computer and some papers on it. A single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer? Yeah. Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. Looked like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? Okay. Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I had to get out of there. What the fuck happened?
Maybe is this a dream? Or?
I don't know.
He's saying all the stuff past tense.
I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg, I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. The shelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. So this apparently isn't his house.
And all the narration is in past tense as well.
What was that sound? An old dining table covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. How long had I been in here rotting? The man upstairs didn't look like he'd been dead for a long time. What's that? A black and white photo looked like a man upstairs and his wife. I guessed there was no reason for me to keep this. Did I take it? I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. Ethan, stop punching cats. Oh, there's a downstairs again? A thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic but exhausted. Did I free it? Okay, go, Mousy. A collection of rusty tools. These looked like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp, smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? So it's not a place to keep yard tools. What would they have been used for in here? Murder. Oh, a photo similar to the old one I picked up. It had been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I push the switch? Yes. It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. Oh, what is happening? Guess it's going back down.
The door animations remind me of the old video games.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud caked all over my shoes. What's in here? The bathroom was spotless. Everything had been wiped to a sheen. I wondered if it was the man's wife who did the cleaning or him. There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops. It seemed odd that the tray had been left there, considering how clean the rest of the bathroom was. Dude, what is happening? The front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. Okay. What was that? The door was taped up and seemed to be stuck. By the smell, I guessed it led to the kitchen. The switch on the wall appeared to have unlocked the door. What is in here? The box looked heavy, but there was marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I had found a way out. I must have moved it, right? Yes. I heaved the box forward and finally gave. There was a ladder going underground where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder? Well, of course. I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wondered where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape. I had to get out. So I'm in a cave now. Footprints in the dirt looked like more than one kind, and a lot of traffic. Places all over were marked on the old map of town. The industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait. There were photos. Photos of the house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun. I hated
The
guns.
murders are collected by murderer.
I took the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. I got a gun. It was so dark down there, and the air smelled stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? Some kind of homemade rack, sewn together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that today. Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind, or corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating in the bottom. Something wet. Oh my God, what is happening?
This is the house of murder.
The desk looked old. It was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out, and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters. Hey, if, e, hail, al, o, ro. None of it made any sense to me. Oh, there's a door.
Those are names. Those ones that were there.
Uh-oh.
Hey Chris, will you do me a favor?
Huh.
Don't look at me like it's something horrible.
No, what?
So Scott has to go to Grantsville to help his mom real quick,
Okay,
but he doesn't have a license.
okay,
She wants a licensed driver with him,
okay,
and him and his lady are fucking fighting because she's dumb.
okay.
So will you keep an eye on?
Just put it right there.
And then also,
Is she asleep?
yeah, she's asleep. That cord that was going to the basement
Discord?
for the internet or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Do we have one that looks like that? Because I've been trying to get my printer to work, and I have to connect it to the internet, and nothing in my room connects to the internet with a shit.
I could look and see.
Cause yeah, I stole that cord. And so it goes
A
to my room.
Discord?
Yeah, and it doesn't even fit.
Yeah, it's because the Ethernet cable. That's a different kind of cable. But did you know your printer's Bluetooth?
Yeah, but it has to be able to connect to the internet, and my phone has to be able to connect to the internet. And the internet goes in.
Because I picked my laptop picked up your printer.
Yeah, but then it cuts out like the internet, so it's not working. I've been trying all.
All right, I'll see if I can find one. I think we might have one somewhere in one of those wire bags.
Okay, thank you.
What is that, Ethan? Ethan, what is that? Ethan, what is that? Ethan.
What?
What is that? What's happening?
I don't know. I'm on my end too.
Okay, anyway, let's continue. They looked to be bones, half dug into the ground, and the remains looked old. The faded clothes that stuck up against the dirt looked familiar. They looked like the clothes that woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? So I don't know what's going on, but I think from what I'm gathering, we may be a murderer.
Or maybe you just woke up in a murderer's house or something. Because those words that were half written were names.
Some kind of old boxes. They looked like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved out of town. What the hell were they doing there? If I was scared before, I was terrified now. Why were their photos of our house there and these clothes? Was that why I was there? I checked my back pocket and realized my wallet was missing. Did I come to that house or did somebody bring me? There wasn't anyone there. I was hearing things. Wait, what? Bats. I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. I don't remember if I jumped down there or found another way. It looked to be a long way. Did I jump down? No. Maybe there's some other way to get down there without risking any more injury to my leg. This door. Did you hear that shit? Did you hear that, Ethan? Ethan?
Yeah, there's a skeleton.
There was rope hanging up there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? Yes. Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend. I heard whispering. Did you hear that whispering? The rope I found would have to let me climb down. Broken ladder safety. Did I climb down? Yes. I could hear a faint hum, and the smell from the floor started to get worse. Dude, what is happening? What is that? Is that like a lamp? Some candles? What is this? A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out, danger due to cave in. I'm going.
So this is a cave or something like that.
I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against the heavy metal door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could have, though, I would have ran straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least I thought I had found the old handgun. It seemed to work, and from the smell of it, it had been used already. I kept the gun in my pocket. It seemed a familiar weight there. So I'm familiar with the weight of this gun. An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there. But it was up so high that it must have been a sore landing. There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it. Go on, kitty. No, get. Well, I could hear a faint tickling sound, or trickling sound, like water. What was that? It's an exit. A kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife? I didn't want to touch it, but I'm taking it. I slipped the knife in my boot since I had the gun in my pocket. Did I really need all of this? Hey, you never know. Come on, cat. What is that thing? What was that? Did you hear that? The door was locked. There was a musty smell from the inside. One. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? Yes, I did. I turned it. I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn anyway? Yes. 3, 4. I wasn't sure what the valves were for. Did I turn anyway? Yep. Wasn't sure what the valves were for. Did I turn anyway? Yes. I turned them all. It must be some kind of... Door was locked. It must be smell from the inside. I mean, I don't know. There was a rusty ladder sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water. Wasn't that what those valves were for? Shit. disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take the tape? Yes. I wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but I took it anyway. Okay. I don't know what to do, man.
I'm not sure.
Maybe that one machine door was locked. You think this machine might be able to play this videotape?
Maybe.
Looks like it turned off the water flow. Okay, so all the water flow has been turned off. You think that the water's gone?
You might need to do some training.
Well, once you turn off the water flow, it really won't let you do anything else. Oh, man. Blood marks from where the knife was. Now I was carrying that gun and this knife. I was worried that the police might think if they saw me. Huh? Were you worried? I ain't worried. We picked up evidence. I wonder, like, can you use items in this game?
There's an inventory.
So, turn off the water flow in the south. I don't know. Huh. I guess we might have to do some backtracking. Man, if you got some ideas, I would like to hear them. Okay, so maybe my late eighth is thinking about it. There's also dirt. Huh. Okay, so this is what we have to work with. We have some items, but apparently we can't do nothing with them. We know that there's water in there. That door's locked. That leads to valve 1. Valve 2. But this is valve 3 and 4. Yes. So did I turn it? The valve was still active. Did I turn it again? Oh, I see, says the blind man. I thought I could turn off this valve. Did I turn it? Yes. The valve was still active. Did I turn it again? Yes. Okay. So I think that did it. Haha, yeah. There's a little thing there and a door. Let's go to the door. The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How was that facility? Door was locked. I could see a faint light within. I found another dead body. A sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face, the body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly with the bloody knife we have in our pocket. There was a key ring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Yes, we did. Alright, well, we got keys. Oh. There was a security camera in the room. There must have been ways to see what had happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. There was a locked door down here, right?
A couple.
Like this one? I use the key ring to lock the door. I'm going in. What's this? The shelf was full of security tapes. Was strictly organized through, though covered in dust. Looked like the tape I found was one that was missing from the shelf. There was a dusty VCR on the security desk. I was wondering what was on that VHS I found. Did I play it? Yes. Okay, that was crazy. Should we go back and see if we can unlock the other door?
I think yeah.
I think this is one. I tried a bunch of the keys on the key ring I had found on that sewer worker, and one of them seemed to fit. Now, there was a musty smell in here. Ugh. The wall was littered with dozens of old faded papers. Whoever did this was obsessed with the local murders. According to some of the clippings, bodies have been found in ravines in the forest, and in one case dumped in the back of an abandoned truck. I couldn't be sure, but I thought some of these same articles had been pasted up back in the tunnels. A faded receipt was half trampled on the floor. It was from a local train station and it was for 2 tickets. I didn't know what use it could be. Yep, I'm taking it. Okay. Oh my God. Motherfucker, man. That scared the shit out of me. Oh, I see what happened. Oh, I'm in the woods. So my wallet was on top of a water tower and some garbage. You back? All right, so I found my wallet on an old water tower, and it was empty. Like all my stuff was taken out. So now I'm in this old train station.
I have an idea where I want to hear you echoing over yourself.
Okay, how?
Turn off the mic on your stream.
On my wait. Oh, but then nobody else to hear me. I have a better idea. Listen. Listen to your headphones and turn off the volume of your television.
No, it's not that. I'm listening to all the stuff that's going on.
Oh, I see. Can't you make it just the party chat? Did I go to the back? What is this? The old train was ripped open, and hanging from a shred of metal, as well as the broken fence, was a dark stained patch of cloth. It looked synthetic, like some kind of outerwear. Inside the train shell, I could see a few faint impacts like wounds. Could they have been bullet marks? Was somebody shot there? The ground was well worn, though I couldn't really make anything out. I realized I was touching the gun I had found as I thought. Okay, that's a dead end. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. There was a train route connected to the old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course, the map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked, and the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? I don't know, man. An old ticket booth that looked fairly ruined. And ticket windows were sheets of paper. And wait, oh, were these train receipts? I thought the receipts had picked up might match these, but of course not. The station had been closed for years. The ticket must have been for a new station. Okay. So this train station seems to be like a dead end. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned in that map I seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, the sign pointed out various campsites and walk paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. Oh, trampled in the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Of course I take back my credit card. I pocketed the credit card. I found my credit card. Through the fence, I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. Okay. Oh.
There's a video that was remade about the secret ingredient of SpongeBob's Krabby Patty. I'm gonna watch that later.
Oh, this is gonna get confusing as hell.
Yeah. You know what you should do?
What?
Play Another World. I'd love that. And if you don't have it, I'll play it. I'll have to re-download it, but... So, I'll let you play that if it's complicated.
Alright, let's see what else I can do then.
What the heck?